Okay, moving to the next paragraph. A few moments later, we all lifted our eyes in awe as a spectacular array of sounds. Spectacular array, the meaning is given to you, is an impressive display, colorful and attractive. Now, in this paragraph, Nelson Mandela is going to explain the way of celebration, the way of enthusiasm. Like tomorrow is what you can say 15th August, how we celebrate our independence with the same colorful, enjoyable manner, how it was all celebrated. The African spectacular array of South African jets, helicopters, and troops carriers roar in perfect formation over the Union building. The perfect formation in the sky was made, as you must have watched recently, that there was a when the Rafales were received in Umbala on that day, and a welcome water welcome was given. It was not only the display of pinpoint precision and military force, but a demonstration of the military's loyalty to democracy, how loyal they are to a new government that had been freely and fairly elected. It was the welcome of that new government which has been elected now. It was a fair election. Only moments before, the high generals of the South Africa Defence Force and Police, their chest bedecked and with ribbons and medals, all they were tagged, the ribbons and medals were tagged on their chest from days gone by, saluted me. Now they were saluting me because now I was the president of South Africa, saluted me and pledged their loyalty, and they promised that they will be loyal to me. I was not unmindful without giving a thought. I was so conscious at that time of the fact that not so many years before they would not have saluted but arrested me. If I had been here a few years back, they must have arrested me because I was a black instead of giving the salute as a precedent to me. Finally, a chevron, it's a pattern, a shape of V was made of Impala jets, left a smoke trail of the black, red, green, blue, and gold of the new South Africa flag. It was the color of the flag. The day was symbolized for me by the playing of a two national anthem. Why two? The vision of whites singing Nkosi Skill, Africa, and the blacks singing Thy Stamp. Blacks were singing their own national anthem and whites were singing their own national anthem. So, two national anthems were sung on that day, an old anthem of the Republic. Although that day neither group knew the lyrics of the anthem they once despised, had a very low opinion. They don't like it, but still, because they don't know the rhythm, the music of that, but still they sung it. They would soon know the words by heart, because now the blacks anthem will be sung regularly, so they will come to know the lyrics and all that. On the day of the inauguration, when the program was started, I was overwhelmed. I was very emotional with the sense of history in the first decade, the first 10 years of the 20th century, a few years after a bitter Anglo-Boer war and before my own birth. I was not born even at that time. The white-skinned, those who were known as the foreigners, people of South Africa, PASH, they just repaired up their differences. Whatever the differences, they were all clear and erected and built a system of racial discrimination against the dark-skinned people. They started believing in black and whites, doing this discrimination of the people on the land. The structure they created, it was a formation which they created, formed the basis of one of the harshest, it was the most unpleasant, most inhumane, anti-humane societies the world has ever known. Now in the last decade of 20th century, it has taken so much time, the first decade before the birth of Nelson Mandela, and now it was the last decade of 20th century, my own 8 decade as a man, that I have crossing 8 decades, that system had been overturned, altogether changed forever, and replaced now by one that recognizes the rights and freedom of all the people. It has become a democracy, regardless, without giving any thought of the color of their skin, because the color of the skin doesn't matter. That day had come about through the unimaginable. It was beyond our imagination. We can't think about it. Sacrifices, how much sacrifices thousands of my people have done. People whose suffering and courage can never be counted and repaid. We can't count it. We can't repay it. That how much they have suffered, how much they have sacrificed in their lives. I felt that day, as I have on so many other days, that I was simply the sum of all those African patriots, that all their feelings are with me in me who had gone before me, that long and noble. It was a kind line ended and now began again with me. I was pained. I was really disturbed that I was not able to thank them. I wanted to thank, but I was not able to thank them, and that they were not able to see what their sacrifices had wrought, that have resulted. It has come out to be the best. The policy of apartheid created a deep and lasting wound in my country. Apartheid, you have come to know in the history. It's a policy of uh, segregation on the basis of the color of the skin, and the lasting wound in my country and my people. All of us will spend many years, if not generations. Still, we need so much time to abolish this, recovering from that profound, from deep hurt. But the decades of oppression and brutality, the cruelty had another unintended, without any intention, effect. It has shown its effect, and that was that it produced the Oliver Thombs and the Walter Sillars. They are all the leaders. You can see the photographs, the Robert Sibukos of our time, men of such extraordinary courage, wisdom, and generosity that their like may never be known again. Perhaps it required such depth of oppression to create such heights of character, but that was pressure was required. Only then we could feel after the oppression that we need independence, we need freedom, we need liberty. My country is rich in the minerals and gems. So many precious stones are found in the South Africa that lie beneath its soil, but I have always known that its greatest wealth is its people. But the strongest wealth is its people, those who are there with me, finer and truer than the purest diamond. They are more precious than the diamond and gems. It is from these comrades, these associates, those people in the struggle that I learned the meaning of courage. How courageous they were. Time and again, I have seen men and women risk and give their lives for an idea. They were ready to sacrifice their lives for the country and torture without breaking, showing a strength and resilience, the ability to deal with any kind of hardship. They were ready, resilience that defies the imagination. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear. No, if you are not afraid of anything, you don't have any fear. It doesn't mean that you are courageous, but the triumph over it. That is the courage. When you try to win over that fear, the brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but the one who conquers that fear. He is the brave man. No one is born hating another person because of the color of the skin. God has not given that intention to anyone that we should hate each other on the basis of the color of the skin. And if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. If people teach them to hate among the people because of the color of the skin, they can teach to love each other also, for love comes more naturally to human heart than its opposite. For hatred you need some reason, but for love you don't need any reason to love somebody, to respect somebody. Even in the grimmest, in the darkest time in the prison, when my comrades and I were pushed to our limits, I would see the glimmer, the push, that last point in our ability to bear, of humanity in one of the guards, perhaps just for a second at that moment, but it was enough to reassure me and keep me going. Man's goodness is a flame. If anybody is kind, anybody is good to others, it's a flame. It does the work of a spark that can be hidden but never extinguished. For some time we can hide that spark, but it can't be blown out at all. It will remain hidden somewhere. We will discuss the question in the next video.